Welcome to the Mindset Chick podcast. If you are looking to stop settling and want to gain the clarity and confidence to manifest the life and biz of your dreams, then this show is for you. I'm your host, Kristi Deer, sharing with you simple yet powerful and effective mindset tips that will allow you to attract more abundance, prosperity, and success into your life. So get ready, get excited, and let's go manifest some amazing things together. Hey, and welcome back to the Mindset Chick podcast. I'm so happy to have you here. So on our gratitude series, we've been talking about, waking up with a grateful heart and even changing our daily habits. Waking up, instead of the first thing that you reach for is your smartphone, you think of things that you're grateful for. And you get in a high vibe mindset instead of thinking about what is going on in the world, maybe looking at the news, maybe looking at news that isn't so lovely to look at, getting caught up in somebody else's energy, somebody else's reality, somebody else's beliefs, or your to-dos. You're waking up and you're putting yourself first. And you're saying, I'm so grateful and thankful just to be alive. I'm so grateful and thankful for my bed, the roof over my head, the running water, the food in my fridge, the heater because it's cold outside, just little things, and how that can dramatically change your day. And then, going through your day and thinking about things to be grateful for and perceiving things differently, learning how to shift from, so-called problems to opportunities and looking at it differently and how that can dramatically change your life. And then not only changing your life, but then you can change other people's lives and other people's lives and other people's lives. And, kind of like paying it forward with your energy, with your love, with your kindness, with your gratitude for life. And that's contagious. If you've ever walked into a room and you can just energetically feel who is high vibe in it, who's feeling good, who's authentic, who's feeling great, who's real, and who maybe is not feeling that great. Have you ever met those people that just really want to talk about their problems? And maybe they don't even realize they're talking about problems because they've been talking about problems for so long, it's become a habit and it's just a part of them. They believe it's a part of them. They're attached to the problems. It gives them something. But maybe you feel like that. Maybe you've discovered that previously before learning about, the mindset pieces and learning how to shift your mindset, that maybe you're getting into some habits that didn't serve you, learning how to shift those and, really, really blessing the struggle. That can be tough, my friends. It really can. I'm not saying it's always easy, but it can dramatically change what shows up for you in your life. I remember when I was starting out at my coaching business, I went to this event and it wasn't the first time something like this happened, but it was really, really impactful this time. It really was. And I was really working on growing my coaching business. I was so excited. I was going to this event. There was going to be a lot of women entrepreneurs, and that was really my target audience. And I'm so passionate about what I do. It was like I just wanted to shout to the world, and I still do. Hey, I was struggling and I was depressed and I was having a really hard time with life. And I found these mindset practices and they changed my life. And I just want to share them with the world. And I created this membership program and I was really excited about it. And I was going to get on this stage and I was going to talk. And it was probably about at least 100 people. It was a lot of people. I was very nervous. And I tend to sometimes get nervous when I get on stage, but I love it so much because I have a message and I want to share and I just want to help people. But I think it's like excitement and passion. And I've learned over the years though, to not be as nervous because I've, said, but hey, what's the worst that could happen? I'm just wanting people to hear my message and serve other people and share with them, some pieces that could help change their life. And, why not? I need to take the focus off or the fear of like judging me and just share. So it's gotten better. Even though I was so nervous, guys, I was shaking, had my notes, but I was so excited because I thought, man, I could just see these women going, yes, I'm going to sign up. This is going to be amazing. And it was such a great price. I think it was like $20 a month or something. a membership program. And I thought, well, everybody's just going to jump on it. Like, I am just going to get up and talk, and everybody's going to jump into this program, and it's going to be amazing. And I'm going to get to serve so many people and help all these women. And they're going to tell their friends and their friends and their friends. So I prepared a lot for this event. I really did. And I was visualizing what I wanted. And I was, at the time, honestly, I wasn't doing as much mindset practices that I'm sharing with you now, because this was many, many years ago, because we're always learning and growing, right? But I was visualizing, and I was in the praying, and I was seeing what was possible. And I got up on stage and I shared my talk, and I felt like it was good, right? I felt like I did a good job. Like, I was passionate. I was excited. And I walked off, and not one person joined. I had a little booth up, I had a table, and I was super excited. I was like, yes, they're going to join. It's going to be great. And, this is what I'm meant to do. I know it. I just feel it. Nobody signed up. Right after my talk, I was like, okay, well, I'll wait. Maybe people are doing some other things. There was another lady that talked after me, and she just did amazing. And so many people signed up for her program. They bought her book. They signed up for her program. And she was in a similar field. So it stung. And I waited and I waited and I waited. I talked to people that were walking by, and they're like, oh, you did a great job in your talk. And I'm like, thank you, thank you. But not one person signed up. And I remember that feeling, going home and literally being devastated and asking God, is this what I'm meant to do? Is this what I'm meant to do? I really had a pity party. I remember my mom was over and the kids were younger, and she was helping me take care of the kids. And I felt like I was zoning out. I was like, I've got to redo my whole website. I've got to redo my whole talk. I've got to redo my whole brand. Like, nothing, it's not working. It's not working. And I remember my mom just talking to me saying, you've got to give it some time and, use this as an opportunity to learn and grow. Like, what could you do different? You saw somebody up there speaking after you that really, engaged a lot of people and had people signing up on the spot. Like, what language did she use? How did she share her message differently? What could you take out of that? It's not reminding me that it's not a failure. It was an opportunity to learn and grow. But I felt that so much that I almost gave up and said, forget it, because it stung. Maybe you can identify with, you work up to something and you're visualizing it. You feel like you're doing everything to make that a reality. And then your expectation of what is going to happen on that day is just totally different. And at that moment, like, gosh, I can remember it like it was yesterday. At that moment, I had a choice. I could just walk away, because I don't want to feel that again. I mean, gosh, what if I got up and what if I kept doing that over and over and over and then never got a client, right? I mean, that stung. I could just go and get something comfortable, get a job comfortable. But in my heart, I knew that that wasn't me. So I had a pity party. I was sad. That's okay. You can do that. The thing of it is staying there. It's letting your mind control you. It's okay to have those feelings, journal them. If you need to, do the Ho'oponopono, release that, feel it, talk to somebody, get it out. Working out is a great way for me to release things too, just getting that energy out, just getting it off your chest, don't feel bad for, hopefully you don't, having emotions, we're human and that's going to happen. But it's staying there and it's letting those emotions control you to believe that this is who I am, this is who I am, this is who I am. When you can say, no, I know now the mindset practices that, my mind is a tool, but I'm the boss. I mean, I can direct my thoughts however I want to go. I can nope it. I can feel the sadness. I can feel the anger. I can feel the pain, but I don't have to stay there. And so that moment, I decided, you know what? I'm going to bless that situation. I'm going to bless that experience, because that was just a step in a direction, leading me in my direction. It's only a failure if I name it a failure. I hear that a lot. And, hey, you've got to fail, 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 fail before you succeed. And I mean, it's okay to say that, but in my mind, what is a failure? I mean, right? It's perception. Is that really failing, or is that an opportunity to learn and grow? Hey, opportunity, opportunity, opportunity. You can have opportunities that don't work out the way you expected. You can have millions of those. That can happen, but it doesn't mean you're a failure. It doesn't mean that you weren't meant for something. It doesn't mean that's not in the cards for you. That can just be an opportunity for you to say, hey, what could I do different? And I mean, that was, and follow your heart. That's why at the end of the podcast, I always say, follow your heart, follow your heart, follow your heart. Because if you have a situation where you're like, okay, I'm just done. My heart's not in it. I don't want to do that anymore. I'm over it. That's fine. But if you feel like in your heart, this is where I'm meant to be, I believe that I went through these hardships with our income and, how I grew up as a teenager, like the struggles and the contrast that I had to have at such a young age. And at one point, my family and I were almost homeless. And, I went to work at 16 to help out with groceries, and things were not just handed to me. I mean, I really, at a young age, had to start working for food and groceries and helping my family, and seeing that a lot of that contrast at such a young age. But you know what? That just prepared me for where I am today. That just molded me into the person I am today. All those experiences that I once thought, why is this happening to me? Why is this happening to me? Now I can look back and say, if those situations wouldn't have happened to me at such a young age, and all the stuff that I went through, they wouldn't make me the person I am today. And it wouldn't help me to relate or identify with maybe somebody else, maybe you, maybe somebody else that I'm talking to as a coach that have been through, some contrast. I wouldn't be able to identify. It allows me to identify and to say, hey, here's where I was, somebody who was broken, somebody who didn't feel like very worthy of nice things, somebody who didn't, honestly, at some parts of my life, really didn't, see the point of I guess I didn't really see the future. I didn't see a bright future in my life for many, many years. And I just felt like the same day was over and over and over. And to feel like struggle was going to be my life, to learn different mindset practices, apply them, and things started shifting. I mean, it's absolutely amazing. And it continues to be amazing. And that's why my passion, my heart is in sharing this with you. But I think about it that time, years and years and years ago, when I felt like I failed doing that talk and not growing my coaching business the way I wanted, the expectation, just giving up, walking away. I would not have had this podcast. I wouldn't have been able to coach all the people that I've coached along the way, and, been able to coach my large team and speak at these events. I just look back and think, that's why the things in your life that maybe seem like a failure or seem like maybe this isn't meant for me, but your heart is still telling you, hey, you got this. You can do this. That's when it's so important to bless the struggle, bless the situation, pour God's love over it, sprinkle it with gold dust, and say, no. This was just an opportunity to learn and grow. I love what Tony Robbins, he said, find somebody who has the success that you desire and model them. Don't copy them. Don't want to maybe start looking like them and copy everything they say word for word, because that's not cool, right? But model them, right? And I've always thought about that in the back of my head. So instead of thinking, oh, wow, I can't do this, you can find somebody with the success you desire and say, hey, what are they doing? What are they saying? How did they grow their business? How did they grow their team? Or, how did they have that income or that success, and model them? It's really such a great way. And my favorite thing to say, you guys probably know one of my favorite lines said, I love saying this, is, God doesn't play favorites. So if you see somebody with the success you desire, get excited, get really excited, maybe even stand up and say, yes, wow, you're in my life for a reason. Oh my gosh. Thank you, God, so much for showing me what's possible, because I know if they did it, I can too, because you don't play favorites. This person is in my life for a reason, to teach me, to show me, somebody that I could model, somebody that I could say, hey, how did you do that? Teach me. I want to learn from you. I want to be in your circle. I want to be in your network, and to get away of the comparison-itis or the jealousy. That can be easy for a lot of people to go down. Oh, well, they look so great. They talk so well. They have this great network. They have all these friends. They have things that I want. Why not me? There's two choices. You can go down that path, or you can go down the path of saying, wow, this person came into my life for a reason. I attracted them into my life, which means I must be on that vibration to attract them, which means I must be on the right path, which means that God is hearing me. The universe is hearing me. I am ready to receive my abundance today. This is somebody that I could model. This is somebody I could learn from, and I can reach my dreams and goals. I can have that success too, because I am enough and I'm amazing. And think about how that can absolutely change your life. I look back at that moment now and just bless it with everything I have, that it was such a teachable moment. It was such a time for me to grow and learn as a coach. And you know what? The next time I got up on stage, I rocked it. And I had people signing up on the spot, and I had people joining my coaching programs. And I did have great months, continue to have great months in my coaching practice. It's just unbelievable. And I'm so grateful and thankful that I didn't give up. I didn't quit. I didn't stop. And that I looked at that situation different, because it's been a blessing in my life, in my family's life, and helping other people, supporting other people to live their best life, to manifest their life, the life and biz of their dreams, is my passion, my desire. And so I'm so grateful and thankful that instead of quitting, that I was just shown a different way on how to do things, and I had a different outlook on it. On my computer, I have an affirmation that I wanted to share with you because it really seems fitting for all this. And I thought that you could say this along with me. This could be your mantra this week. My rich good becomes available to me today. I bless all that I have and all that is coming to me. My rich good becomes available to me today. I bless all that I have and all that is coming to me. And continue to share with me your stories about blessing your good and looking at things with a different perspective and how that's changed your life. I love hearing the stories. I love hearing the feedback. Feel free to come over in our Facebook group, Manifest Fast, and share with us your story. Just pop in there and share your testimony, because we would love to hear it. They're beautiful. I love the testimonies. They're beautiful, and they make my heart so happy. So continue to do that. And remember, friend, to dream big, follow your heart, and never give up on you, because you're worth it. Thank you for joining me today on the Mindset Chick podcast. I hope this show has you waking up every morning excited about the new manifestations you have created in your life. And if you would honor me with a 5-star review over in iTunes, I will happily enter your name in my Mindset Chick swag giveaway. Make sure you add your name to the review, and I will reach out to you if you're the winner. I really appreciate you spending your time with me. Be sure to visit me at mindsetchick.com for past episodes and more gifts that will help you to manifest your dreams into reality.